This video will serve as an overview of the Rec Plus Academy trainings. It's designed for Rec Plus Academy coaches, but can be utilized to any coach inside of Noblesville United. It gives you a framework of things that you can instruct on. We do ask Rec Plus coaches to attend their academy trainings with their players and teams. The reason for this is that we need more hands to help facilitate and run our activities, because in order to get as many repetitions as possible for the player, we sometimes need to set up 2 to 3 different groups running at the same time the same activity, so we can get the amount of touches we want and concepts driven. The second reason we want you to attend is that it gives you opportunity to get to know the other coaches, both on the girls and the boys sides, because we do co-ed training together. The third reason we want to do that is that we would like you to get to know other players, right? It's a benefit to you. One of the best things about Noblesville soccer over the years is that I got to coach a lot of different players, and so I know a lot of different families and players as a result of that. And then the final reason is simply is that listening to other people coach can help you improve your coaching, and so that is why we like to do that. At the beginning of every single training, we step up and we start off with a little bit of a few minutes of talking. We do that, one, to basically help people understand the concepts, but two, we also do that to try to give a couple extra minutes for players to arrive late. This year we've invested in a system that allows me to create more robust trainings that I can share with you via HTML links, just URL links, and then you can actually pull this up on your phone, and it's super friendly. But for this first one, I'm going to walk you through the document. So the date here, I can only put one date on this, even though we practice on different nights, but April 22nd is when we're doing this activity. We're going to be working on pressure cover balance. We'll be talking about the core value of community. We will talk about the 4 moments of the game. We will talk about the principles of defense, and you see I have these laid out with pressure, cover, and balance in detail. This helps us set up the field. This will be everything we need to do to set up our field space. So we utilize 2 fields to provide space. We have activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3. We will divide players into 3 different groups to start it. In an ideal world, everyone would go to activity 1 first, and then activity 2 and activity 3, because they build conceptually on each other. But we can't do that because of the numbers we have, so we'll just make them run through that, and we will rotate counterclockwise. You'll be assigned an activity to work with. There will be a paid training coach there with you that should know the activity and can help guide you on that activity and get things started. Cones should already be set out, and we will have pennies set out. Sometimes your activity doesn't require the players to be divided with pennies, but we instantly divide the players at the beginning of practice into pennies, and they wear those pennies throughout the practice, so we don't have to keep putting them back in pennies and wasting time, essentially. So this is the setup of how that will work. The first activity we're going to run is called defensive hot box and pressure. So you see a little bit of a diagram of what that looks like, but if you click the full description here, you actually can go and watch a YouTube video where I have this animated and I talk you through this activity fully. So I'm not going to do that here. You can watch it on your own. The same thing applies for pressure and cover concept teaching here. We're going to play defend the center, and that basically puts defenders in a pressure cover situation. And again, you have the full video here to watch, and then some additional information. And then we're going to play defend the overall goal, and we're going to work on pressure, cover, and balance by playing 4v4 half field. And again, there's a video available to you to watch so you understand that activity. As you scroll down, then we have tactical information. This is information that I can basically put an image on and then have details. So it's basically, here is the pressure tactical information along with what you saw above, which was talking points, but now I also have it broken down here because I can actually just share the tactic out to someone who needs to understand pressure and show a little bit about it with some quick details here, but in more in depth here. Here's the cover one, and then finally we have the balance option. At the end of every single Rec Plus training, we will stop with about 3 minutes to go. Sometimes we need to pick up cones, sometimes we do not, depends on where we are, if it's the first or second of the night. But then we will basically have the paid trainers will basically decide on who they want to give the player of the week to and why, and then we'll have a little bit of a quick celebration of that player, and then and that's chosen not by the best player, but someone who's putting forth great effort. Essentially, anybody can win it. And then we do a little bit of Noblesville United on 3, and we give a big Noblesville United, and we let the players go. It's an hour and 15 minutes. It's a tight hour. It's very tight. I mean, like, we are starting on time, we are ending on time. And so that is how our Rec Plus trainings are designed to functionally run. And then you will receive this information moving forward starting on You'll get it Thursday morning, before we then have the practice on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'll do that each week so that we don't overlap. And you're like, is this week's practice? Because I got it on a Tuesday, and I'm just basically trying to make it. Always know you'll get it for Thursday, and it'll be for the following week when those come out. If you have any questions, you can always reach out, let me know. But hopefully this overview kind of gets you going and understand what's happening.